Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the second episode of Rack and Rod Chronicles. I wanted to apologize first off for the lengthiness of the very first video, but I really wanted to get across kind of what we were going to be doing here on the channel. But in that video I mentioned that we were going to be revealing and kind of reviewing a product that there's only one in existence of, and that happens to be right here. This is the new Slumberjack or SJK Possible Pack. I think by ATA, Archery Trade Association show, which is in Indianapolis this year, that the name will probably change. But this guy here, I was totally unexpected by when I got my hands on it. You know, there's so many different binocular harnesses out there. Pack companies are making them. Hornady makes one. So there's just a lot of offerings out there, but this one is a game changer. Not only did they come up with a great design, but they're offering more than just your standard binocular harness. So this front panel, easily attach, you know, whatever you may need, whether you're using it as a binocular harness, for hunting, whether you're out hiking, camping, you name it. You know, small things that you may need constantly, attachable easily to the front on the PALS webbing. The best part is it does have YKK zippers, so if you do have an issue with the zipper, YKK stands behind their product and we'll get it fixed. What's really cool about this pack that all the other harnesses don't have going for it is this is going to be a limited edition for 2020. They're only making so many, and I believe the colorway only right now will be this Coyote Brown, which if you're a hunter, that shouldn't make a big deal for you because no matter where you're at, that brown kind of fits in. So besides the front, you do have the Velcro Morale Patch logo, so if you're a big fan of SJK, you can leave that just the way it is and probably display their logo. Or if you have some hunting camp patches or anything that you might want to throw over there, it is Velcro, so you can throw it on there. So behind the front panel you do have a main pocket, or excuse me, a front pocket, which has a mesh back pocket, so keys, money, you name it. The really kind of stuff you don't want to lose pocket is there. Right below that you have another zippered pocket that is pretty deep. I can actually get most of my hand in there. And then on the actual front of the panel you have a couple little stash pouches, which that one, as you can see, I can get my entire hand in. So maybe you have a grunt tube, a rattle bag, something to that nature. I know when I'm out, whether I'm hunting, scouting, shed hunting, you name it, I always keep a notepad and pen. So that's pretty easily accessible in that little slide pocket. There's no zippers to deal with. I can basically just open up that front panel and have everything that I need to make notes right in front of me. And there are actually some pen pockets in there as well. There's two pen pockets and another smaller pocket here to the side. Excuse me, as I'm battling this cold. So obviously that front pocket right behind your front panel, extremely well designed, thought of. It does have the fabric overlay over the zippers, so you don't have to worry about anything getting stuck. The really cool part is the backpack, or the back pocket, which actually houses your binoculars. So I'm going to bring this right up here to the GoPro first, and right up here to the big camera. So you can see my eyepieces right there. This is a very soft cloth pocket for your actual optic. And if you're like me, I don't run eyepiece or eye caps on my binoculars, so that when I take them out, all I have to do is take down my bottoms. So they are very well protected in there. And these are an 8x42, which is my standard hunting binocular, and plenty of room inside this pack for a much bigger, beefier set of binoculars. Also inside there you have 2 more big stash pockets, again for grunt tubes, anything you might need handy while you're out in the woods. Again, hiking, camping, hunting, shed hunting. You could probably get away with this pack as a minimalist type deal for fly fishing, which I'm pretty sure I'll put this to the use at some point this year. But what really got me about this pack was most binocular harnesses are a pain to deal with. Excuse me, once they're on your chest, you literally have to take the harness apart if you need to open your jacket, you need to delayer, anything like that. A binocular harness gets pretty heavily in the way. Now I did make a mention to the designer of the pack, only to change something that really doesn't comprehend well with gloves, is to put different buckles on here. But what's super cool is this is basically a head over piece, and then you would take just the bottom piece of the harness and clip it. And again, I apologize. Again, I did mention to them about making these into a regular snap buckle, especially for somebody that might have gloves on. These buckles are a little difficult to deal with, and they said that that would probably be an inline change for the actual build. And again, I can't argue, this is the first one they built and I'm wearing it right now. So super cool, super comfy, stays kind of dead center in your chest. You don't have to worry about, you know, it wiggling around. So stand hunters, backcountry hunters, you know, you're on a spot and stock, sometimes those binocular harnesses kind of hinder you. This thing is not about to move. It stays pretty well centered, and you can tighten the sternum strap and you can also tighten the neck strap. But what I was getting at before was, you know, that harness. Now if I wanted to unzip this vest that I'm wearing right now, it would be almost impossible with this in the way. In any other harness, you're literally undoing the shoulder straps and the bottom to get it off so that you can get to your layer underneath, or maybe you forgot something inside your pocket, inside your jacket or vest. So what's cool about this is I can literally come up over my head, and now my zipper is easily obtainable, and my pack hasn't gone anywhere, and my binoculars are still safe. Once I have everything I needed or that I had forgotten, I literally can just go back over with the neck strap, and it puts it back directly where it was. And nice easy zip. And I did have my binoculars cinched in that pocket, but now I can come back out with my eyepiece and glass or whatever I may need to do. So this is a 360 cubic inch pack. So again, plenty of room for any type of miscellaneous items that you kind of need all the time on a hunt. So here in the East, you know, during the rut, especially archery season, grunt tubes, rattle bags, bleep cans, they'll all fit in here. Shed hunting, scouting, notepad, you know, you can get all of that stuff right in here. A lot of guys do shed hunt with dogs. There's PALS webbing on the front. There's also PALS webbing on the sides. So, excuse me, you have your big remote control for your dog collars. Clip it right on there. You don't have to worry about it being in your pocket, wearing it around your neck. Just a well thought out pack. Excuse me. Again, you know, multiple uses for this. I'm definitely going to try using it for fly fishing. There's plenty of room for fly boxes in here. Some of the miscellaneous tools that you'll need when you're, you know, hiking the stream. I wouldn't consider it, you know, all the time for big rivers, but tenkara fishermen, tight line, nymph fishing, you know, you don't need a whole lot of gear. So this replaces a pretty beefy fly vest or fly pack. You know, water bottles you can clip to it. One thing that is currently on the pack that will be coming off, there is a handle right here on top, which again is a well thought out design, just kind of not necessary for this type of pack. So again, this is super cool because I've never had a one-off product in my hands before that I can say this is amazing, and that they're going to be revealing this at ATA, but they allowed us to do it ahead of time. So you're getting an unbelievable value. Number one, MSRP on this baby is going to be 80 bucks, $79.95. There's not another harness with this much capacity or this much versatility on the market for under 100. It is going to be a limited edition, so once that limited amount gets ordered up by the dealers, that's it. Now there is talks, down the road to bring it out again in a different color, maybe change a couple things, but this is their first go round. So Slumberjack, again, everybody knows Slumberjack as a family camp company. The company is 50 years old. They're not a family camp company anymore. They are backcountry hunt, camp, fish, overland. So some of the products they're designing right now, some of the products they're bringing to market for hunters, for overland, for backcountry guys that are out DIYing elk, muleys, guys that are camping out in the backcountry. Quality and pricing is the name of the game, and Slumberjack has it beat. They have some other new products they're revealing at ATA that I can't allude to right now, but this pack for sure. If you're a dealer and you're going to be at ATA, I would recommend getting to the booth kind of quick. If you're a consumer and you're friends with a dealer, your normal archery dealer, a hunting shop dealer, get to those guys and say, listen, you need to call SJK and get some of these ordered. Again, it is in Coyote Brown only, limited edition. I really can't say enough about it. It's comfortable to wear. It doesn't, bind up in spots. And I like the fact that I can literally flop it over my head and get, access to my jacket, my vest. Maybe you have your pack on and you don't want to have to take this off. You just want to lose your pack, but your sternum strap from your pack and your waist belt are kind of behind this. It's super simple. Take it off, boom, boom. I can get my pack down, and now I still have my glass. I have my extra necessities. Guys doing DIY backcountry hunts, compass, maps, possibly a GPS, cell phone. I know when we go, we use base map. So my cell phone needs to be kind of handy so I can get to my maps. But I always carry a compass and a map of the area just to be safe. Camera. I mean, right now we're filming this on a Canon M50 mirrorless. This camera would fit into this bag with the microphone and my binoculars. So I'd still be able to video, I'd still be able to take pictures, and still have my binoculars for spotting animals. So by all means, definitely check this out. Tell your friends, check out SJK's website, and make sure you tell your dealers they're not going to want to miss this. For 80 bucks, for having everything that you could possibly think of in a binocular harness, with the ease of use, ease of getting it out of the way, you just can't go wrong. So hope you guys enjoyed this and it was informative, and you got to see a product that has not been and will not be released until January the 9th. This is it. So we're the first ones that have it, and I'm going to try to get a couple close-ups here so you can see it a little bit better. But this will not be revealed until ATA 2020 Indianapolis.